So I just recently found out that my father passed, and I've been estranged with my father for many years. And I've been looking for something beautiful. I didn't realize that's what I was doing, but hearing of his death was not surprising. It also, because we had such a long period of time of not talking, there was no relationship. And so as I was going through his estate, I was looking for like what was his life like? And and then looking at just seeing that probably the last like 3 years of his life were really hard living. Surrounded in a nice neighborhood and everything else, but inside this house was very hard living. And I ran into this talk, and they were saying that their mother, even though she had divorced the father, she made a vow that she would always be connected to him, that he would always have somebody in reality that she could reach out to, that he could reach out to. And so she had her boundaries, but she made it that he had somebody that he could call and say, hey, this is what I'm up to. This is what I'm exploring in reality. And I started thinking about how lonely it was for my father. And I dropped into that, and I felt the sadness. And I wished I had reached out. And I started thinking about the justifications I used in my own ruminating mind as to when my dad would come up, and I would think about, should I call him or not call him? And sure, they were justified. Obviously, I did it. It took me a long time to finally actually reach out to him. And it made me realize that, and what I did is I went back and I imagined that I had reached out to him, just so he knew that he had somebody in reality. Not that I had to have this great relationship, but that he had somebody in reality. He wasn't going to be alone, which is what happened to him. And I did that. And I just listened to his things, and I figured out, what he was exploring. I might share a little what I'm exploring. And yeah, and this is just a beautiful perspective. So in the remorse, it was just a practice of remorse or sadness. This beautiful perspective, because it makes me want all of you to know that I don't want you to be alone in reality. That if you need to just share, hey, this is what I'm exploring, I want you to know you've got somebody.